Snow-dusted Main Street. A mother hurries with her two children, juggling groceries and bills, worried about making dinner on time. The warmth of the neighborhood, the chatter of neighbors, and the smell of fresh bread made every day feel like home. But then, the corner store suddenly vanished. Back then, life in Canada moved slower, yet every small moment felt bigger. Families knew their neighbors, kids played outside until dusk, and the local supermarket wasn't just a store, it was the heart of the community. Laughter, chatter, and the scent of fresh-baked bread filled the streets. But as the years passed, those familiar places quietly disappeared. Number 1. Dominion, the neighborhood staple. Dominion wasn't just a supermarket, it was part of the neighborhood's heartbeat. Families walked through its doors every week, greeted by friendly clerks who remembered your favorite items. Kids loved pressing buttons on the old cash registers, marveling at the coins and bills, while parents strolled through aisles stacked with fresh produce and bread baked that morning. The store hosted community drives, charity collections, and even small holiday celebrations. For many Canadians, Dominion was more than shopping. It was a place of warmth, laughter, and connection. But as bigger chains and modern supermarkets grew, Dominion slowly disappeared from streets across the country, leaving behind memories of bustling aisles and the comforting scent of freshly baked bread that no one could ever forget. Number 2. Steinberg's, Montreal's beloved deli experience. Steinberg's was a cornerstone of Montreal life. Shiny deli counters displayed cold cuts, cheeses, and fresh salads, while the aroma of bread and roasted meats filled the air. Families came not just to shop, but to meet friends, exchange news, and grab a quick snack on busy days. Kids peeked into candy jars and begged for a treat, while parents lingered over conversations with familiar staff. Steinberg's wasn't just a supermarket, it was a community hub, a place where people felt known and cared for. Over time, competition and corporate changes slowly erased Steinberg's from the cityscape, leaving only old photographs and bittersweet memories of a place where life once felt simple and welcoming. Number 3. A&P Canada, the everyday adventure. A&P stores were a part of everyday Canadian life, small yet full of surprises. Families would wander the aisles, comparing fresh fruits and vegetables, and children often ran ahead, giggling as they pressed the buttons on the old vending machines. The smell of coffee and baked goods filled the air, and every visit felt like a little adventure. Store clerks greeted customers warmly, remembering familiar faces and favorite items. A&P was a place where community and convenience met, making shopping a shared experience rather than a chore. Slowly, however, expansion of larger chains and changing shopping habits led to A&P's disappearance. Today, it survives only in the memories of Canadians who recall the joy of wandering through its colorful aisles. Number 4. Loblaws Original Stores, family-focused favorites. The original Loblaws stores were cozy and approachable, not the giant supermarkets we know today. Mothers pushed wooden carts while children clutched their allowance coins, picking out candy or a small treat. The aisles were narrow but inviting, filled with fresh fruits and vegetables, baked bread, and canned goods stacked in perfect rows. These stores weren't just about groceries. They were a meeting place, a hub for community chatter, and a source of small daily joys. People shopped slowly, savoring the experience, exchanging smiles and stories with neighbors. But as modern, larger Loblaws stores opened, the original community-focused locations quietly vanished, leaving behind only warm recollections of a time when shopping felt personal, familiar, and comforting. Number 5. Grand Union, friendly corners of life. Grand Union stores were small, regional gems where everyone felt at home. The clerks knew names, families knew each other, and the store always had something special for children. A small candy counter, colorful posters, or a free treat with each purchase. It was a place where community and convenience blended perfectly, and shopping was never rushed. Every visit felt personal. Every interaction mattered. Over time, as bigger chains expanded, Grand Union stores slowly disappeared from Canadian streets. Yet those who remember still recall the warm greetings, the laughter of kids in the aisles, and the comforting sense that the world outside could wait while life in that little supermarket went on. Slow and sweet. Number 6. Freddy's and Food City. Regional favorites. Freddy's and Food City were small treasures in their communities, especially in Ontario. Families shopped there weekly, enjoying the friendly atmosphere and helpful clerks who offered advice on the best produce or the freshest baked goods. Kids loved exploring the aisles, eyes wide at colorful cereal boxes and shiny cans stacked high. The stores often hosted small local events, from holiday promotions to community contests, making every visit feel special. As bigger chains arrived and shopping habits changed, these beloved stores slowly disappeared. Yet, for those who grew up visiting Freddy's or Food City, memories of laughter, smells of fresh bread, and neighborhood camaraderie remain vivid, like snapshots of a simpler, warmer time. Number 7. IGA and early Canadian supermarket chains. IGA and early Canadian supermarket chains were more than just places to buy food. They were woven into the fabric of daily life. Parents shopped while children clutched small shopping baskets, picking treats along the way. Friendly staff remembered faces and preferences, creating a sense of connection rarely found in modern stores. Special promotions, free samples, and local events made every visit feel like an outing. Over the years, larger chains and corporate changes slowly pushed these smaller stores aside. Today, only memories remain of warm greetings, colorful produce aisles, and the quiet satisfaction of knowing your local supermarket was part of a neighborhood that cared. Number 8. Zehrs and Miracle Food Mart, Ontario Classics. Zehrs and Miracle Food Mart were household names in Ontario, familiar and comforting. Kids begged for penny candies while parents navigated aisles filled with fresh produce, bakery goods, and friendly faces. The stores weren't just shopping spots. They were social hubs where neighbors met and shared stories, and where simple routines created lifelong memories. Holiday promotions and seasonal displays made visits exciting, turning shopping into an experience rather than a chore. Over time, these stores faded, replaced by modern megastores. But anyone who grew up in Ontario remembers the joy of wandering through Zehrs or Miracle Food Mart, where every corner held a story and every aisle carried the echoes of community life.
Number 9. Dominion Foods and Miracle Mart, Nostalgic Treats. Dominion Foods and Miracle Mart held a special place in Canadian hearts. Families walked the aisles together, picking fresh bread, milk in glass bottles, and locally made treats. Children's eyes lit up at candy counters and snack displays, while parents savored the friendly conversations with store staff. The stores hosted community events, charity drives, and little promotions that made the experience memorable. These supermarkets weren't just about shopping. They were part of life's rhythm, where everyday errands turned into shared memories. As larger chains took over, these familiar stores vanished. Yet the laughter, smells, and small joys of Dominion Foods and Miracle Mart remain alive in the minds of those who remember wandering through their welcoming doors. Number 10. Local mom-and-pop stores, hidden community gems. Scattered across Canada were countless small, family-run stores that many now barely recall. These mom-and-pop supermarkets were cozy, often tucked into quiet streets, with aisles full of local products and fresh-baked goods. Clerks greeted customers like old friends, and children loved exploring, discovering small treasures tucked between shelves. These stores hosted block parties, community events, and holiday giveaways, making them true neighborhood hubs. Over the decades, chains and modern supermarkets slowly erased these intimate corners of daily life. Today, they survive only in memory. The smell of fresh bread, the clink of coins on counters, and the laughter echoing through tiny aisles that once made every visit feel special and personal. Walking through those vanished supermarkets today is like stepping into a memory you can almost touch but never hold. The laughter of children, the chatter of neighbors, the smell of fresh bread and roasted coffee, they all linger in our minds, even as the buildings themselves have disappeared. These stores weren't just places to buy groceries. They were the heart of communities, the backdrop of everyday life, and the quiet keepers of countless small joys. Every aisle told a story, every corner held a memory, and every visit strengthened the ties that bound families and neighbors together. Though time has moved on and the stores are gone, the feelings they inspired, the warmth, the connection, the simple happiness remain vivid, reminding Canadians of a gentler, slower, and unforgettable era.